So, come on, tell us more about this Zoe Challenge.
It came from a conversation that I was having with Ben Cooley, who is CEO of Hope for Justice, which is a charity that I am heavily involved in. And this is a charity that's based in Manchester, and basically they exist to rescue victims of human trafficking, and here in the UK. And they're doing amazing, amazing work, and nothing thrills me more than when I get an email from them in my inbox that says we've rescued somebody else out of slavery and exploitation, and they've got their freedom, and it's just brilliant. But what I wanted to do, because I've always been a bit of a fan of doing like these extreme challenges. I love reading Bear Grylls and Ranulph Fiennes books about going to the North Pole or climbing Everest. And so, although I didn't do anything like that, I ran a few marathons and half marathons and stuff like that when I was in my time in Emmerdale. But I was looking for something that we could do for Hope for Justice that would be quite extreme, that would really capture people's imagination, but then also would hopefully just shout out loud and long about this amazing charity and about the plight of these people who are being exploited in our country. So we came up with the Zoe Challenge, which really follows a girl called Zoe who was trafficked into this country from Latvia, and she came into Southampton with the promise of a better life and a job and a new start, and basically her dream turned into a nightmare, and she was led into a hotel room and basically was forced into sexual exploitation, and her life for like the next few months was just horrendous, and she was basically sold from man to man, from town to town across our country, until Hope for Justice, after months of investigating and lots of undercover operations, rescued her and got her out, and now, thank God, she's free. So basically, what we are going to do is we are going to follow Zoe's journey on bikes, and we are going to cycle from Latvia to Southampton, which, until this morning, I thought was 2,500 kilometres, which we're going to try to accomplish in 20 days. And I found out this morning that actually there's another 215 kilometres that haven't been counted. So it's now 2,715 kilometres, and we're going to be cycling that in May of this year, and ending up in Southampton on the 1st of June at the end of our term.
You told the story there of Zoe, somebody who was just looking to better their life and gets kind of trafficked in this way. But why in particular are you so passionate about this issue?
I've thought long and hard about this, and I was looking for a charity that I could really put my heart and soul into, because obviously when you're on television and when I was in my time in Emmerdale, I got asked to do lots of different things for different charities, and I did lots of running for leukemia and lymphoma research after our producer Gavin died during our time there. But I still felt that I was looking for something that I really could personally invest in, that also would really mean a lot to me. And then when I met Ben Cooley, who heads up this charity, I just was absolutely just captured by this, and I just felt God really saying that you need to be involved with these guys. And one of the things that one of the catchphrases, it sounds terrible using a phrase like catchphrase, but they're talking about joining the rescue mission. And one of the things that I've kind of been reading about a lot recently, is the fact that getting on board with what God is doing, instead of us all feeling that we need to kind of do things for God and really be active in our faith for God, just actually getting on board with what God's already doing in the world. And when Jesus came, it was all about a massive rescue mission anyway. He came to seek and save the lost. He came to kind of bring freedom to the captives and to release all those in captivity. And I just felt that getting on board with these guys, and it is a rescue mission. We're out there to get these people who are just ordinary men and women who are being exploited and basically trapped like slaves, which people can't believe, that's happening in the 21st century.
I think that's part of the problem, though, isn't it, Tom? That afternoon will be saying to themselves, I cannot believe that that goes on here in the UK. I can believe it might happen somewhere else, but I can't imagine that this is happening in London, in Manchester, and Birmingham, and Edinburgh, you know?
Yeah, and that's really why we've gone for this this epic challenge, really, so that we obviously get a lot of press coverage with it, and we can say during that time that this is happening. It is real, you know. It's people can kind of understand that people get caught up in like the sex trade and the sexual exploitation and stuff like that, because they can understand that because we've all seen stuff like that on the TV. But actually, forced labour is equally as much, if not more, of a problem in this country, because that people can't quite understand that people are being treated pretty much like slaves.
Well, listen, before we tell people where they can go if they want to sponsor or support this charity in any way, we need to get another song from you.
Right.
And so you must have been putting in some hours of training now, then, Tom?
Yes, I have, yes.
When you get on the bike and you're putting some training in, what are you listening to?
Well, you think, you asked me this question, but I was like, oh, crikey, what am I going to say? Because you can't really listen to music when you're on your bike. It's not safe. Because you can't hear the cars coming flying up behind you. But what we've been doing a lot of is we've been doing a lot of spin classes.
Oh, yeah, I'm a spin fan.
Yeah. So we've been doing these spin classes where, you know, for 45 minutes, basically, a man barks at you and tells you to pedal fast, stand up, sit down, increase the resistance, and do all kinds of things to yourself on a bike until you feel like you want to throw up and fall off. So that's normally done to music, and it's normally done to big, fast, hard-pumping tunes and dance songs. And I can't remember the name of this track, but there's a Shaka Khan track that he plays, which always gets everybody up and at it. So if you can find that song.
So any bit of Shaka Khan, an up-tempo one, that will do.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, all right.
The Takeover.
So I'm here with Tom Lister this afternoon, who, as we've been hearing, is embarking on a big challenge for Zoe Challenge in May. And if people want to find out more, they want to sponsor you, they want to know more about Hope for Justice, what's the thing to do then?
Well, one of the easiest ways is to go onto Twitter and to follow me on Twitter. The shameless plug for more followers. I'm at Tom Lister. Equally, you can go onto the Hope for Justice website, which is hopeforjustice.org.uk, and basically in your own church, or basically just with a group of your mates, go on a bike ride and get some people to sponsor you, and whatever you raise, just send it to the Zoe Challenge. We've got a Just Giving page. Search for the Zoe Challenge page, basically, that you can give quite easily there.
Well, Tom, it's an amazing thing, and if you missed any of those details, what I'll do is I'll put it up on our webpage. So if you go to the webpage, then all the info, Tom's Twitter and all the rest of it will be up there. Your final thing then to do, Tom, is to choose the song we can play out with, and there are no parameters on this one. You just choose what you like. So what's it going to be?
With everything. Hillsong United.
So a bit of Hillsong United.
With everything.
Let's do it.
That's what we're going to be giving it on the bike. We're going to be giving it everything.
Come on, Tom. Be lots of people shouting from the roads. Keep going. Tom, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.